Hello again and welcome. Today is May 7th, 2009, so that means I am now officially 68 years of age. And for a lot of different reasons, it seems a fitting day to me to say what I'm about to say. As some viewers already know, I was without a computer for about 10 days. Actually, I was without two computers for about 10 days because the older one was down already, and then the new one that my nephew Brennan gave me also died. And that was exceptionally sad because I had gotten so fond of the little laptop, even naming him Herbie. But at any rate, Herbie is still dead. It's up and running again, thanks to my friend Bear, a computer whiz. At any rate, I had just barely watched Peter's video on YouTube titled Without a Computer before they went down, so I was somewhat prepared. Anyway, with a new time on my hands and a lot of space to think, I wrote the two storyboards for the next two sessions of All Things Celtic, which I'll dump into Movie Maker and attempt to upload here sometime next week. Besides going into withdrawals with my computers down, I also had a lot of quality time to think about a number of different things. One major conclusion that I arrived at as a result was the realization that over the years I had developed an amazing tolerance and acceptance of bullshit. Religion can do that for you, you know. Well, at least it did for me. You know, you just become so accepting. So I told the computer gods that if it was possible to get me back online again, that I would then begin to call bullshit what it is, bullshit. And in addition, to begin making presentations of what I'm going to call the Grand Bullshit Award to deserving candidates on any given week. The appropriate slogan for these public awards is, if it's bullshit, then it is bullshit. So call it what it is. Bullshit. But the problem almost immediately became that there are so many deserving candidates for this bullshit award, I began having difficulty deciding with whom to start. And then it also became obvious to me that with some of these the bullshit was so voluminous and so deep and of such sickening stench that whole special categories of bullshit awards were required to adequately do the job. Many such special categories came readily to mind, like the Grand Unholy Papal Bullshit Award, the Fecking Screaming Fundamentalist Christian Bullshit Award, the President of Iran Grand Asshole Bullshit Award, and the Islamic Dickhead Bullshit Award. Thank you, Pat Condell, for that phraseology. These are only a handful, so please feel free to send me your creative categories and occasional nominations so that all together we can begin practice calling bullshit what it is, bullshit. Then there is the problem on some weeks that there is so much bullshit being slung about the place that one could not possibly keep up with it all, and then get the awards out on a timely basis anyway. So the only solution to that, it seems to me, is making some bullshit awards retroactive, and perhaps even awarding some to be shared by a number of different candidates according to like-minded bullshit that is shared between them. You know, like racist bullshit, bigoted bullshit, divine revelation bullshit, hatred-provoking bullshit, genocidal bullshit, discrimination bullshit, sexist bullshit, bullshit promoting bullshit, and so on. In fact, when I finally sifted through the list of initial deserving candidates, I discovered that some were so heinous as to deserve every possible English expletive for even an adequate description of their bullshit. So I decided if it was really harmless bullshit, but still bullshit, then I would be as polite as possible. But if it was not harmless bullshit, then all holes were not barred. The Irish have a propensity for expletives. Everything is fecking this or fecking that, and a few other very colorful phrases as well. I don't really think anyone speaks English as creatively and as colorfully as do the Irish. But some of the vernacular, Hiberno English, is, shall we say, very earthy indeed, but always also very accurately descriptive. Why all of this explanation? Well, because the very first candidate selected for our initial Grand Bullshit Award is so outrageous and vile that I couldn't find a suitable English expletive and was forced to resort to Irish vernacular. The Islamic Dickhead Bullshit Award almost covered it, but not quite. That lacks the descriptive Irish color that is necessary for this first award. So I selected the Irish slang word langer. Now, a langer is at least a disgusting, obnoxious person who goes around sticking their nose in everybody else's business and meddling in their affairs. However, that is really too polite, for in origin, the word langer comes from a literal understanding of it to be a stinky penis. If you just imagine someone who has not washed their private parts for a good year and a half, you get the flavor of what that word langer is carrying with it. Therefore, our very first Bullshit Award is to be called the Islamic Langer of the Century Clerical Bullshit Award, to be awarded with the disgust and outrage it deserves. It will shortly be awarded to one man, but symbolically awarded to all other unholy so-called imams spouting the same Islamic fascist bullshit. Come to think of it, that could also be shared with the various Aryan brotherhoods and skinhead thugs as well, because they are basically of the same ilk. Of course, a listing of the particular candidates' qualifying actions, rantings, pronouncements, idiocy, and in this case also dangerous beliefs, will accompany the much-deserved Bullshit Award. I know you are all waiting with bated breath to know who the first recipient will be, but you will have to wait and view the next video, Bullshit 2, to discover that revelation. But to close off Bullshit 1, I'd like to relate why I am speaking up in this way. And to do so, I want to quote Martin Niemöller, in this translation from the German, ultimately attributed to him. When the Nazis came for the communists, I remained silent. I was not a communist. Then they locked up the Social Democrats. I remained silent. I was not a Social Democrat. Then they came for the trade unionists. I remained silent. I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews. I did not speak out. I was not a Jew. When they came for me, there was no one left to speak out for me. So I am speaking out now. And at 68, I am officially coming out of retirement to actively do all that I can in the face of what I see as the very real danger to our Western civilization at this time in history. I thank you for watching. God's go with you.